for their actions. You need to be. Do you remember me? Do you remember me? Do you remember my son? An all-star wrestler? He's good. He shot himself in the heart. You scumbag.
Michael Conahan, Mark Civarella, Sandy Fonza. You hear Sandy right there screaming and yelling at Judge Civarella. Judge, we shouldn't even address this clown as a judge anymore, right? Cash for kids. You guys seen it going on when it was happening. About 10 years ago, right? In Pennsylvania, maybe a little bit longer. But anyway, these are judges that are taking cash for kids. What do you mean cash for kids? These are the judges, and Joe Biden, we'll get to you in a minute. These are judges that were getting kickbacks, making over $2 million in kickbacks for sending kids to jail. As young as 8 years old. 8 years old? What does an 8-year-old do that justifies going to prison? What does it do? How do you send an 8-year-old? I know there's some wild kids out there, but an 8-year-old kid can be fixed. An 8-year-old kid can be corrected. He doesn't need to go to jail. Sandy, her son, obviously you know what he did. You know, he's distraught, mentally distraught over what has happened to him. And, you know, he gets locked up and he says, hey, man, I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I'm done. It's over with for me. And obviously he's not here anymore, right? He was a captain of his wrestling team. He was an athlete. Gets sent to juvenile jail. Why? Because these guys want to make money. You know, these people are probably some of the worst people you could ever run into. And now, people are up in arms. Michael Conahan, he ends up getting clemency. I'm all for good clemency. I believe in second chances. I believe that, you know, people are better than the worst decisions that they made. But when you do shit like this to kids and you're a judge, you don't want to suffer anymore. You don't want to be in jail anymore. What about the kids that you sent to jail? What about them? What about their suffering? What about the families that don't have their kids anymore because they're mentally distraught over some of the shit that you did and the decisions that you made? And you didn't make them because they were a threat to public safety. No, you made them because you wanted to pad your pockets, you piece of shit. Michael Conahan gets out of jail, right? COVID-19, the BOP releases him. He says, hey, I'm in danger. I could die in here. Man, no one gives a fuck if you die in prison. No one should. You're the type of dude that probably don't deserve to be on the street because of what you did to kids. So anyway, he gets out. Pennsylvania guy, Joe Biden, Pennsylvania guy. Now Joe Biden grants this guy clemency. You know, he's out at the reentry, out at the halfway house. He could go to work. He could go home with his family on certain days. But now that he's got clemency, he can just go about and do whatever he wants. What do you think about this? What do you think about Joe Biden's decision to pardon the cash for kids judges? Leave a comment because it's something that hits home. It hits hard, man. Joe Biden, I believe in second chances, but not for people like these judges. Mark Civarella, he's in Butner right now, working in the law library probably. He got I think he got about 20. These are the type of dudes that you do not want in your community, trust me.